All right, guys, I want to welcome you to my first YouTube video. This is gonna be a little out of order, not make a lot of sense, but I did some filming, did some editing. This video is gonna be about me kind of explaining that process and how I'm testing, different things with the filming and the editing and all that sort of stuff. So this video is gonna be choppy. There's already an intro in there, but after I did my initial rounds of editing, realized I probably needed a video explaining what I was doing here. So right after this intro, you'll probably see another intro of what I thought was going to be the start of the actual video. But as I was editing, kind of realized, hey, my video it's all over the place. There's no real, rhythm or reason to it. So, but as I go through the video, you'll see me kind of explaining what I'm doing and how I'm using this first video just to kind of practice editing and filming and get some different angles in. So yeah, but starting this page and pretty excited about it, kind of see where it takes me. Just want to do this kind of off the cuff, narrate, not scripted, natural type videos, where I'm just kind of sharing things that I'm interested in. So over time you'll start to see these videos change a little bit more, just the content. I mean, this first video and probably the first week are gonna be a lot about how I'm learning how to do this, just because I'm using this experience to kind of teach myself how to edit and film and talk on camera. So you'll see a lot of that in the beginning, but as I kind of evolve, I just want to share with everybody things that I'm interested in, fitness things, business things, a lot of recovery and health and diet and kind of optimizing your life and trying to feel the best, supplements and things like that. I'll start to share with you guys, and a lot of my hobbies too, things that I do for fun. You'll start to learn what those things are, but a lot of off-road stuff or boating things that I'm interested in, or just kind of the things that I do to entertain myself. I'll start to share those and make some videos about those too, so you'll start to see that. But again, first couple videos gonna be a little random, a little sporadic, but I was just I was thinking about doing this for a long time, and just decided to jump in and do it. I've made every excuse in the book to not do these videos. Either, hey, I'm not ready, or I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to film, or I don't know what to talk about, or I have no editing experience, or I have no camera time experience. I just kind of decided, hey, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get in here and do these videos. And another reason I kind of want to jump on here and share these videos is there's a lot of things in my life that I research and am interested in, and like anybody, I go to YouTube or I go to the internet to learn about these things. And I was finding that there's a lot of info out there, and if I could be someone that can gather some of that info and share it to people in a way that is easily understood, or where they don't have to spend hours researching it themselves like I did for a lot of things, then I think that would be helpful. A lot of the videos that you watch are from scientists or doctors or those types of people out there, and for me, I don't really relate to them. I mean, I do, but I'm not a doctor. I'm just a normal guy, going through life, and they have all these crazy, perfectly produced YouTube channels, and everything is so perfect, and that's not the content I'm going to be making. It's just going to be more natural, more real, more relatable to what I think would be everyday people like myself. So, but I'll start talking about just those things that come up. I spent a lot of time researching different stuff, and I want to share that and put it in a format that I like. So basically, I'm making videos for people like me that were looking for this stuff and couldn't really find it, or had to go to 100 different places to find this sort of stuff. And I just want to put my spin on it, put my take on it, share my experience on how some of these things may have helped me personally. And again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not going to pretend to be. I'm just going to take information that I know, share it with you guys, let you know how it worked for me, how it didn't work for me. Random example, but kind of the craze right now is ice baths. Everyone's talking about ice baths and all this stuff that it can do. And if you research it and you go and you listen to some of the people that talk about it, Huberman and Rogan and Gary Breck and all these guys, super smart guys, know what they're talking about, know a hell of a lot more than I do about the science and how your brain works and all that sort of stuff. And yes, that stuff may be true, may not be true. I'm not going to pretend to be, the scientist and say, hey, it gives you a 2.5x dopamine release in your brain, and that means this. Like, that's all very scientific and may or may not be true. I don't know. I mean, there's studies on it, I'm sure, that can show that. But I'm going to give you the everyday perspective of that. Someone, hey, I've purchased an ice bath. I've done it. This is my experience. I do it consistently. This is how I do it. And this is just what I've noticed and what's worked for me. And maybe not go so much into the science of it, but just my personal experience. And while I'm speaking on that, for me, ice baths have been a huge help for me. I mean, I notice recovery time increases in between workouts. So if my legs are tired or my body's sore, my body's tired, I could get in that ice bath and recover, get to my next workout faster. Tons of debate on if that's good for you, bad for you. I'm not really interested in getting in those debates. I'm just saying that for me, my body is sore after a workout. I do some ice baths, that next morning after that workout, and I am ready for the workout the next day. A lot better than I would be if I didn't do that. So that's something I experience. Again, some mental sides of the ice bath, it's basically just wakes you up in the morning and gets you going. So, obviously if you're waking up and you're a little bit groggy and you're a little lethargic and, you need to kickstart that morning, a lot of people do it in different ways, getting coffee, walking, getting sunlight in their eyes, exercising, and those things all work. Those things are great. But for me, if I'm waking up in the morning and I'm a little slow, man, you get in that ice bath and it wakes you up. So again, I don't know about the scientific part of how it does that and what it does to your body, and I'm not going to get into all that at the moment. But I just know that, man, if you wake up and you feel like shit and you get in ice cold water, you're going to feel energized and revived and not really feel like shit anymore. So that's coming from personal experience. I've been doing these, and for me, they work in that way. So I kind of went on a rant on ice baths, and you'll see me in the video take one. I just kind of was on my head at the moment, or on my brain at the moment. So, if you're interested in ice baths, I'd say give it a shot. I mean, you could start taking cold showers. You don't have to go out and buy a nice fancy cold plunge. I know a lot of gyms are putting them in now. I live in Riverside. There's a new gym that they opened in the Cannon Crest area that has them there. So a lot of gyms are starting to put them in there now. Obviously you can do the old school, small investment, buy a stock tank or something like that and go out and buy the ice daily. I actually bought my tank from Edge Theory Labs. So it's like an inflatable tank that has like a chiller on it and filters the water out. And mine was a little more of an investment, and there's a reason why I got mine and invested in mine the way that I did, that I'll probably go into in some future videos. I don't want to take this into a super long extended video, because that wasn't the purpose of this video. But since I'm talking about it, that's where I'm at. So but more to follow on why I got mine and the reasons why I thought that a more expensive one was a good investment for me. But definitely seen benefits from it. I've been doing it since I think about March, pretty consistently, not every day. Again, I'm not gonna come on here and lie to you guys about the things that I do, which I feel like there's a lot of that out there on YouTube and social media and all these fit influencers, and that's not what I'm trying to do on this page or this channel. you know, these YouTube guys or Instagram guys, oh, I'm in there every day, 6 in the morning without fail. Yeah, they may be doing that, they may be true, but you know, I think for the everyday person, man, you know, sometimes you struggle doing certain things. So if I'm going to be honest about those things. I'm not going to, you know, be up here preaching to you guys, oh, get your ass up every morning, get in the cold plunge, 6 a.m., you know, get your workout in. I try my best, I do okay at this, but I'm probably going in there 4 or 5 times a week. I go in there for about 3 to 4 minutes each time I do it. Sometimes I put my arms all the way in up to my neck, sometimes I don't. You know, if you're following some of the hardcore guys, they're saying, hey, get down to your neck and do a minimum of 4 minutes, and that's what you need to do. And if you do anything other than that, you know, you're wasting your time. I mean, I don't know about all that, but you know, I go in sometimes to my neck, sometimes it's too fucking cold to get my arms in there, you know, and I bitch out on it. But having said that, I'm in there 4 or 5 times a week, never under 3 minutes. But you know, sometimes 4 or 5 minutes I'll go in there. And shit, honestly, sometimes I go in there, I wake up, it's cold in the morning, you know, I'll put my feet in there and I'll say, fuck, today's not the day I can do it, you know. Is that week? I don't know, you know, mentally weak, whatever, you know, who knows. I get in there more often than most people can, but you know, shit, sometimes you ain't feeling it. You got every intention of getting in there, and you know, you get in there and it's like, shit, it's too fucking cold, I ain't gonna do it. Those times are rare. I try to not, you know, skip out on that, especially if I go that far. But a couple of times, you know, those sort of things happen. So again, I'm here to be honest and share my truth, and not be that perfect influencer guy that is probably maybe lying to you, you know, some of the time, or you know, their videos are so edited so perfectly and everything is so perfect, and you know, that's not what you're gonna get here. So definitely ranting a little bit, but you know, I'm kind of practicing. I'm using this opportunity to practice and kind of go. So I just kind of stumbled into the cold exposure, but for me it feels good. I'll probably do just a video dedicated to cold plunge, you know, and following videos. But anyway, I'm kind of going off now. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, but you'll see in the you know, the minutes to follow more of my experience kind of editing. So you'll probably see another intro that's saying, hey, welcome to my page. That was, you know, put together before I decided to edit all this up, and then I realized, hey, I need to explain a little bit more on what my page is, or not what my page is, but what this particular video is and why it may be a little chopped up when you first watch it. So don't judge this one too hard. Again, just this is more of a practicing of the process and all that, and then in the days to follow, you'll see them cleaned up a little bit. So anyway, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sharing more, and you know, I don't know how many people are going to watch these videos, but I love your feedback, any comments on it, kind of help me put these together, you know, good, bad, or otherwise comments. I mean, if you know, if you think the videos are great, let me know. If you think, hey man, you have a weird tick that you do when you're talking, you didn't realize it, like, yeah, I'm interested in hearing all that sort of feedback. So again, I'm probably just talking to talk now. So enjoy the rest of the video if you're still watching. If not, that's all good too, but you'll get probably another, you know, little bit of me going on here. And then I'm going to there's going to be a video of me getting in the ice bath. It's really not going to make sense. And then I'm going to try to get a little bit of a workout in today and see how that goes. But there's probably going to be a little messy. It's my first time framing up workout videos and doing all that stuff. So that might probably be a little bit messy when you get to watch that portion of it. But we'll see where this goes, and excited to start sharing with everybody. Thanks. All right, morning everyone. This is gonna be my first YouTube video that I'm doing. Well, not my first, my second. If you go to my page, there's an old Baja video that was on there that I did a couple years ago, just kind of messing around. But just kind of testing around, seeing where this goes. You know, kind of new to filming myself and other things around me and putting that out there. So imagine I'm going to be doing a lot of learning in these first couple of videos, just testing out, cameras and angles and how to shoot. Do you shoot vertical? Do you shoot horizontal? All those things that I don't really know about. I'm going to try to figure out over the next couple weeks. So I'd expect these first couple of videos to look a little rough. Again, I know nothing about editing or anything like that as well, but wanting to dive into starting to do some YouTube videos. So it's something I've thought about for a long time. I have never really pulled the trigger on doing, but for a bunch of different reasons. I mean, and some of those that I just stated, lack of knowledge of how to do it, kind of say how, I don't know how to edit, I don't know how to shoot, I don't know anything about filming. But again, I've kind of had the want to broadcast some of these videos out. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and stop letting those excuses stop me from doing it, and put myself out there a little bit in these things. So we'll see where it goes. I want to keep it super natural. I don't want to be scripted. I don't want to do multiple takes. I don't want to stage scenes. I don't want to do any of that. So many YouTube videos and Instagram and social media, everything looks so perfect and is filmed so perfectly, and that's not really what I'm trying to do. I want something more natural, something more real. So again, no scripts, no planning, no no stage scenes, anything like that. I just want it to be me, camera, audience, you guys, and see where it goes. So talk about a lot of different things that interest me, on these next couple of videos. So are kind of continual videos that I'm going to be doing. So you'll start to see those videos come out and get to know what I'm about, all that sort of stuff. So fitness tips, work tips, or not even tips, I hate saying that, just things that I like and want to share about fitness, things that I want to share about my business, things that I do, things that interest me, hobbies. You'll start to learn a lot about what those are. But over the last couple months, I've kind of been thinking about doing this. So gonna put it out there. Again, this is the first one that I'm doing. So again, gonna be a learning experience for myself. Bear with me, as I learn how to edit these, film these, make them look a little bit better for you. Again, I'm not striving for perfection and that super high edited video, but something that's watchable for you guys. So we'll see where it goes, and more to follow. All right, hey, what's happening? I'm gonna reshoot, or not reshoot, but just kind of do another test series or test shot with the horizontal camera, see how that looks. So that first one I did was vertical. I'm sure it'll look a little goofy on that first video, where probably gonna switch back and forth from some horizontal vertical stuff to see which one looks the best, or which one's the easiest, or format's the best for these YouTube videos. So I'm not gonna redo the whole thing, but this is a second video shot horizontally, just to test how that looks when I go and edit these and post them. So all right, thanks guys. All right, so I'm probably talking a lot about cameras and filming and all that sort of stuff. That's not really what I want this to be about, but since I'm starting out and kind of what's on my mind right now, that's the direction I'm headed. So I'm just using my iPhone. I have iPhone 13 Pro, whatever, with the big camera on there. So that's what I'll be using to film these. I have a GoPro, a really old GoPro Hero 4. I don't know, I think they're on like the 12 or 13 now. I think it's like, I don't know, 6-7 years old, I don't know. But I'm gonna test that out a little bit, see how that looks on the GoPro. But probably the main one I'm gonna be using is this iPhone here, and just start putting some of this stuff out. So this first video probably gonna be real shitty, to be honest, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna use this footage to help me practice editing and doing all that sort of stuff. So again, there'll probably be multiple cuts of shit that really doesn't make a lot of sense, but and me talking about the videos and how I'm working them, but just using this opportunity to practice a little bit and get it out there. I've been concerned, or not concerned, but I've been wary of posting these. I want them to look good, and it's really stopped me from doing this, if I'm being completely honest. Just overthinking a lot of things. What's the video going to look like? How am I going to do this? I don't know anything about that. Holding myself back from doing them. So I'm gonna post this video. I care how it looks, but I'm not gonna let those thoughts stop me from putting this stuff out there anymore. So I could probably just edit this and never post it, but that would kind of go against what I'm thinking. So just gonna get it out there and post them, and see what happens. Kind of document what I'm doing here, and sharing more with sharing more. So another thing with these videos, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm nervous to do these. Nervous to talk on the camera. I'm pretty self-conscious about my voice and how I look, and do I sound like an idiot, or am I stuttering, or am I mumbling too much? So I'm just gonna do them anyway. Hopefully get a little more comfortable as I do these. But if you're feeling picking up nervousness from me, not gonna lie, man, I am. Filming yourself, listening to yourself, seeing yourself, for me is a hard thing to do. So, but gonna practice, get better. Hopefully, as I get more comfortable, my natural, speaking rhythm and speaking patterns and all that sort of stuff will kind of show through, and get over this little nervous stage. It's like kind of like, being on a first date or something like that. You're nervous, you're not really acting yourself or totally natural. So I know everyone tells me that I do pretty good with this sort of stuff, that I look sound good on camera, or that I'm kind of natural behind the camera. But for me, I don't always feel that way. I'm a little too judgmental of myself on those sorts of things, but again, just putting it out there for everyone. So there you have it. All right, little video update for you guys. So I spent the morning shooting some video, and went to my office to do some work, and then kind of edited it, and found that definitely want to shoot these horizontal. So I'm gonna do everything horizontal from now. You'll see some vertical ones in there. Those are just from this morning, but everything will be horizontal from here on out. And this first video is gonna be a little bit of a mess, but just kind of using this footage to learn. So once I kind of get my feet wet and learn the editing process and the filming process and all that, start to see them cleaned up a little bit. But you'll see some random videos of me talking, probably not gonna make any sense, kind of jumping topics around and doing that. And then I got some videos of me like taking an ice bath this morning that I'm gonna throw in there, but that was just to kind of film, learn the framing, get the angles right, and all that sort of stuff. So again, not gonna make much sense when you first watch them, or this first video won't make much sense, but again, just learning. So we'll keep going with this, and see where it goes. Like I've said that like 10 times, but again, learning process. All right, I thought that this would be difficult, but I'm finding myself wanting to come here and record myself a little bit more as I'm getting used to doing it. But when I say no character, just want to expand on that a little bit. You'll probably, as I get more comfortable doing this, you'll probably see my personality change a little bit. I'm a little nervous right now, but as I get more comfortable, I may change. So I don't want someone coming back later and saying, "Oh man, you're different on camera now." But trying my best to be natural as I get more comfortable, and you'll probably notice me being a little bit more natural. Hopefully you'll notice that. But yeah, just a lot of these people you see on the internet, they're playing characters, which you know, no shame or no shade at any of those people that do that, but you know, they know what works for them, they know what makes their audience laugh, they know what connects with their audience, and they kind of play into that, which, you know, again, I'm not throwing any shade at them, but I don't want to develop a character as I'm doing this. I just want to be myself and be real, and just stay true to what I believe in, what I'm talking about, and like I was watching the other day, man, I could be on Instagram way too much, like most of you guys, probably getting on there a lot too often. But there was that lady that does those awkward interviews, that Bobby girl, and she was just talking about how, hey, she's naturally kind of shy and awkward, and that's, you know, who she is. But, you know, she kind of admitted, like, hey, that show, I'm playing a character. I get into character. I'd be really, you know, awkward and shy and funny. And those videos are great. I love her. She's awesome. But that's her thing. That's not what, you know, not what I'm trying to do as far as leaning into a character to be funny about something or anything like that. So I probably over-explain that again. I'm going to kind of learn the right timing and length and how much is too much talking on these. And again, I'm probably overthinking this too. I mean, I'm just, you know, gonna film myself and put this out, but again, that's probably me overthinking. So fuck it, I'm just gonna let it rip. But again, I'm all over the place. So we'll see. Video 1, we're making progress. All right, another thing that I've debated a little bit is kind of the style and direction of my channel. Whether that be making it all about one thing, say fitness, where it's, hey, all my videos are about my fitness takes and workout videos, and that's it, or mixing in fitness and work and some of my hobbies and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of see the pros and cons to doing it both ways. You know, if I just do a strictly fitness page, then, you know, anybody that's coming to my page, they know what to expect. It's going to be strictly fitness, and that's what they want. Where some days, you know, if you're into the fitness stuff that I do, you may get a video about me going to the lake, or doing a review on like an e-scooter, or not e-scooter, e-bike that I have, or doing something not fitness related, and kind of giving you a mix of everything. So kind of leaning towards doing it as a mix of everything. So I guess, you know, we'll see how that goes. But boy, the point is more just to share, you know, kind of daily, you know, the things that are going on and my thoughts and opinions on things. So you know, if you're here for fitness and you get a day where I'm talking about something unrelated, you know, maybe it connects with you, maybe it doesn't. But I'm probably going to be a little all over the place to get started, and that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. You know, if that's a good idea, a bad idea, doesn't fucking matter. Who knows? But I'll probably be scattered all over the place. So, all right. So I'm going to be doing some testing here. My GoPro 4 that I haven't used in a while, and kind of see how this goes. Check the audio out. Test out angles with the tripod. So going into the full plunge this morning. Start off with a 4-minute plunge. Let's see how this video goes out. All right, just wrapped up my workout for the day and tried to film most of it. Honestly, it's fucking awkward doing that shit. you know, when I first started, I didn't really want to do it. Gym was pretty crowded and a lot of people in there, and yeah, I've never done that before, and you know, kind of tough. So I was able to get some of it. Still not really comfortable doing that, you know, filming myself, but something I'm gonna need to get over. But coming from someone that's never done that before, and if you thought about doing it or anything like that, man, it's a little awkward to commit to that. So I got some of it. I'm gonna try to get better about getting the rest of it, but I was feeling a little overwhelmed. There's a bunch of people in there. I was uncomfortable getting people in the background or doing whatever, but probably something I just need to get over and just start doing, and just, you know, just do it. But yeah, definitely weird. So I got what I could get. I'll put that up here, and you know, we'll get better as we go.